Welcome back to Ethereal Enigma. Let me turn this down. It blasts all in my ear today, and I am just like, today. So forgive me if I'm not myself or I mess up. And if you're here for perfection, you're definitely on the wrong channel. So I'm afraid that you need to move on to someone else's channel if you're looking for perfection. Because here we make mistakes and we learn from them, kinda. Not really. We still make those same mistakes. We keep going. So let me go ahead and jump back in this. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, all that good stuff. Do all that stuff so I know you're here. And welcome to the family. Alright, finally, I see a familiar gaze. Kira stands in front of them. You know what? I almost called her Kiara. I don't know why. Like, I almost missed Kira with Tiara, I think, baby. I don't know. I don't even know no one with a name like that. Kira stands in front of them and greets me as I approach.
Hello.
Look at her outfit. Oh, she looks so cute. I almost messed up. She looks so cute in this outfit. I love it. Wait, can you click on her? Oh, it looked like you could click on her for a second. I was going to say, oh, no way. They really went out with this game. Hey, sorry I'm late. I hope you haven't been waiting long. Sorry, this thing was like catching and yanking my head down. She shakes her head. This is the first time I've seen her outside of the school uniform. I must be staring a bit too long because she breaks the silence.
Is something wrong?
You are adorable. That's what's wrong. Oh, good. You're a model. Wow. Nothing at all. You look great. I snap out of my stare, feeling my cheeks burn as I look away. Aww. Kira's already beautiful to begin with, but this outfit makes her look so elegant and feminine. The school uniform really don't do her justice at all. She really looks a lot better this way. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. It's just that you look really great today. My eyes widen as I realize how that sounds. Look at her eyes. Even she's like freaking out, like, whoa, okay. Not that you don't look great every day. You do. I mean, it's not like I've been staring. Is it just me or is it getting warm in here? I feel the heat rising. Do not talk about it getting warm because Mina has already made it freaky already. To my surprise, Kira bows her head in a graceful nod.
Thank you.
No, she didn't grab the arm. No, she did not just grab the arm. Y'all know, ladies, we know what that means. We know what that means. We already know what that means. Should we head in? Kira nods. We go through the gates and enter the shrine grounds. There are a good number of people wandering about. Families crowded in the main hall, wishing for blessings and health and good fortune. I always want to go to a shrine and do that too. Maybe one day. Many couples gaze lovingly at each other as they wish for happiness, and even more single people look wistfully around the shrine, holding amulets for love. I wonder where we should start. Do you remember where you saw the thing in the sky? Kira looks up, shielding her eyes from the sun.
It was right above where Erilyn landed on you. About there.
I figured as much, but they didn't really give a good description of where Erilyn landed on us, so I'm going to assume it's closer to that shrine that's in the back in the middle. She points to the spot in the air. I glance up at the sky. It's clear today without a cloud in sight. I don't see anything abnormal.
Neither do I. It's not like it was the other night.
I'm sorry if y'all hear like a clicking sound. This thing keeps catching and pulling me down. The headset keeps catching and pulling me down. I'm gonna invest in some wireless headsets for real. Our best bet is still to find the old woman then. I give Kira a description of what I remember. Scanning the crowd, look for a familiar face that must blah blah blah. Excuse me. Familiar face of that mysterious old lady. The crowd of the people is too thick for me to spot her. Kira takes a curious glance around her too. Oh my god. Forget it, we're going. We're still going. We'll never find her this way. Maybe we should ask around and see if anyone's seen her. She nods.
If we split up, we'll cover more ground.
True, but I don't want you getting lost in here, okay? Yeah. We agreed to meet back here, and Kira disappears into the crowd. Okay, so our main goal is to find this lady, but what if this lady has no answer? She was just probably there on, good luck. Or maybe if she was something unusual, is she gonna appear the same, like as a lady? Maybe she might appear something different. Like, I don't know where the story's heading, but it's getting good. It really is. I look around again, wondering who I should approach. Let's start from the top, work our way down. Let's ask the really happy looking guy. I see a guy about my age with a big smile on his face. He's clutching an amulet and mouthing thank you to the sky. That look like a face of someone whose wish was granted. I approach him. Excuse me. He turns to me.
What they say about the shrine is real. If you make an offering, your prayer may just be answered.
Okay, so he might have been somebody that might have met the old lady. My heart does a little flip. That sounds familiar. Where did you hear that?
Oh, from someone here. And they were right. I prayed for love, and I just got a text from the cute girl I work with. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, wishes do come true. I heard that from someone at the he heard that from someone at the shrine. That's great, but back to who told you. Was it an old woman with short gray hair?
No, I don't think so. On second thoughts, I might have read it off a plaque.
Oh, then you're no use.
That's not important. I have a date to plan.
Go to your date. He rushes off before I can ask more. Well, that went nowhere. Alright. Let's talk to the lovely old people. I wouldn't kind of pronounce it like that, like saying old people hang around old people or anything like that, but I'm just saying. It takes one to know one. Besides, if I were an old lady, I would... Sorry, I was gonna sneeze. I'm good. If I were an old lady, who would my friends be? Probably other old ladies. I approached a woman who waits patiently outside the offering hall. Excuse me. She jumps at my voice.
Oh, young man, are you lost?
Oh, I love her voice. Her eyes are full of concern. No. Actually, I'm looking for someone and wondered if you've seen her. She's an old woman, about your height, with gray hair.
Is that your grandmother? Have you been separated from your family?
Aww, at least she's willing to help us find our family. I try to think of more details. No, she's someone who's very enthusiastic about something called Ethereal Energy.
What? Esther's family? Hold on.
Oh God, I think she misheard me. She calls out to another elderly woman standing around the amulet booth.
Esther, this young man says you're his grandmother.
Oh no, she really did mishear me. She misheard me. No, actually.
What, dear?
The woman cups her hand around her mouth and shouts again.
This young man says you're his grandmother. What?
Oh God, this is gonna go on a loop. While they're distracted, I quietly slip away. That didn't go the way I expected. Alright, find someone who works here. My best chances to finding the old woman is to ask someone who spends a lot of time at the shrine. So I didn't think that was the way they were going with it, but I guess it makes sense. There was a groundskeeper sweeping the steps the night I met her. There are a few more working here today. And forgive me if my voice cracks. Again, I'm still having some health issues and stuff, so forgive me. Recognizing the uniform, I approached the nearest groundskeeper. I can't tell if he's the same one from the night or not. Excuse me, do you happen to know if there's an old woman who frequents at the shrine? Jesus, I was supposed to who's frequently at the shrine, but I mean that would have made more sense saying it that way. The man looks at me, rubbing his chin.
You're going to have to be more specific than that. The elderly are always visiting the shrine.
She has short gray hair. I try to remember what she looks like, but there isn't anything specifically identifying her about her. I mean, does she have on glasses? Does she wear a bracelet? Does she have a necklace on? This is why you need to pay attention to people when they come and talk to you. The details are important, and this is coming from somebody who's kind of oblivious to a lot of stuff, but I mean, I'm just saying. She likes to talk about something called Ethereal Energy and encourages people to make wishes at the shrine. The groundskeeper frowns.
Ethereal Energy. Listen, man, I haven't got time for class. If you don't actually need anything, then please excuse me.
Oh God, he thinks I'm joking. He thinks I'm making things up. Not that I can blame him. Sorry for bothering you. Thank you anyway. I leave him be. It's clear that nobody knows who I'm talking about. Disheartened, I return to the meetup point. It hadn't struck me till just now how fruitless this endeavor was until I started asking around. I mean, it's not. So I can't help but wonder if the way he's asking the question is the problem and not. I guess, I don't know. I'm overthinking. Realistically, with no name or anything to go off of, what were the chances that we'd find that woman anyway? I don't have to wait long before Kira returns. A sliver of hope stirs in my chest. Any leads? Of course she didn't find nothing. She shakes her head. Oh, squashing that tiny ray of hope. Don't give up, love. Don't give up. I shake my head too and let out a sigh as I sit on the stone bench. Asking the locals was a long shot anyway. Yeah, because she could be something mysterious. I mean, a lady literally dropped out of the sky. She's definitely got to be something mysterious. Kira sits beside me and wordless hands me a bottle. Oh, thanks. Where did you get this?
Over there.
She points to the other side of the hall where a small refreshment stand offers drinks, then holds up a second bottle for herself. So I'm the type of person that if you buy me something, I'm always going to pay you back. Regardless of any way I have to pay you back, I'm going to pay you back. I don't care if you spent $1 on me, I'm probably going to spend $1.50 on you. How much was it? I can pay you back. She shakes her head.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, she doesn't want me to pay her back. That's really sweet, honey, but I would like to. She sounds firm in her decision. I don't think she'll accept any money. All right, but I'll get it next time. She smiles faintly and nods. That means that she's agreed that she would like to go out with us again. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Look, I know someone mentioned in the comment section that you can romance Erilyn, but she does not stick out to me. She's just like, ugh. Her attitude is ugh. And I mean, she's nice looking, but she's ugly on the inside. I'm just saying. I take a sip. Sorry, thought I was gonna sneeze, you guys. I guess now is a good time as any to take a break. She nods, drinking a sip of water. Well, only was a long shot, but we did try to find her. I mean, at least it wasn't all for nothing, I guess. As I take another drink, I glance at Kira out of the corner of my eye. Her attentiveness just now, it surprises me. I didn't think she'd notice the little things. Is this gonna get personal now? Is this where the date actually starts? I still don't have a very good read on her. She likes to keep to herself, and remain disconnected from school. So her interest in Erlen's situation is unusual. I thought the same thing. I just didn't say anything about it, but I really did think the same thing, is that she keeps to herself, but then instantly started talking to us after she saw some crazy girl fall out of the sky. I mean, if a person really keeps to themselves, they're really going to keep to themselves regardless of what happens. My thoughts return to the rumors. Is she really an Igarashi? Would it be rude to ask? As if sensing my thoughts, Kira turns towards me, meeting my eyes. I may as well ask. I've been wondering something.
About the old woman?
No, about you, actually. She remains emotionless, turning back to her water.
What about me?
Oh, she might not want to talk about herself. We won't pry too much. We'll ask a question. If she doesn't seem she wants to answer it, we'll let it go. Are you related to the famous Igarashi conglomerate?
Yes.
Well, that was easy. The change is very subtle, but I noticed it. There's a dullness in her eyes and a sharpness in her tone. Huh? I wouldn't have expected a family such as yours to live in oh my god. Forgive me. I'm gonna mess this up. Masakasi? I messed it up already. I feel ashamed. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Hey, I see you back there. Don't you dare. I thought you live in the city.
I do.
I blinked. So, you live there by yourself? She nods, keeping her expression carefully blank. That does sound lonely. That sounds lonely. It seems like it'd be lonely, especially as someone new to town.
It's something you get used to.
No. Used to? So you've lived alone before?
I attended boarding school in junior high and lived in the dorms.
I see. At least the dorms have friends you could keep for company. Oh no. She hesitates. Ugh. Even I knew that was a bad thing to say. I glanced at her. The way she said that didn't sound very convincing. But now you're living entirely on your own.
Like I said, I've gotten used to it.
At least she's not giving us like snappy attitude. She is staying firm with her answers, but I mean, at least she's not giving us snappy attitude. That doesn't make it any less lonely, sorry. Kira fidgets with her water bottle. If it ever gets too lonely, you're welcome to come by. She blinks. Oh. I think you made her blush. My face flushes. I'm meant to the family bakery. Mina and I both work there, so if you ever just want to hang out, we're there all the time. Forgive me, you guys, 1 second. I apologize for that. She thinks for a second, then hides her face before answering.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
People always call in when I'm recording. I promise y'all, people don't respect the recording. She glances my way again.
Do you live with your parents?
I nod. But they travel for work for most of the year and are rarely home. Which is true. I mean, yeah, we are staying with our aunt and uncle. Sorry, you guys, I'm moving my phone because it was like really loud, so I know it was all in the recording, so I do apologize.
Rarely home.
I love this. This might be the thumbnail right here, this right here, because I love it. I just love every bit of her stance, like, and her little, how her eyes just are glowing and everything and stuff. It's just, Yeah, but they always check in with me, so I hear from them often. And I still have my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin Mina. I'm gonna sneeze. My cousin Mina in the house, so I don't feel lonely. She blinks.
So you're always surrounded by family?
Oh, I hope it didn't hurt her feelings. Yep. Sometimes it can get a little annoying when you want your own space, but that's a small sacrifice to make. I can't even imagine how I would have gotten up for school back in the day if Mina wasn't around to wake me. Let me tell you, I appreciate my family. I love my family, but that downtime that you get when they all got something to do or they're all gone out of the house is the most loveliest thing in the world. Like, you just get up. Me personally, I'll get up, I'll clean up, and I'll play video games, call my friends over or something like that. But excuse me, I burped. But it is just the most wonderful thing. She goes quiet.
That sounds very nice.
Oh, I hope I didn't make her upset. Her voice has changed, hollow tone to it. She fiddles with her water bottle in her hand. What about your family? What are they like? Kira remains silent, and I wonder if I offended her. Oh, see, that's what I was thinking too, is that we might offend her. As she's about to answer, a little boy who looks no more than 5 years old races towards us. His cheeks are rosy pink. As he skids to a stop, he sticks his palm out in front of us.
Give me money.
Are we being robbed? Are we getting robbed by a 5-year-old? Is this a mugging? How rude. Here you go. I'm gonna say, here you go. I'm assuming that he's going to the shrine. I hope this isn't bad. The boy wears a bright smile, watches us unexpectedly. I can't help but feel my warm heart. That's me. Like, kids are just naturally rude. So if he's like around 5, if he looks around 5, I'm gonna assume that he's not just personally being rude. He's still a kid, so he seems like a cute, overly excited kid who momentarily forgot his manners. It couldn't hurt to help him out. Okay. I pat my pockets looking for my wallet. Kira holds out a coin.
Here.
Aww. This is why this is waifu right here. This right here is why she's waifu right now. The heck with Erlen who? Era? Who? No, we don't know who that is. It's Kira. It's Kira. The little boy's face lights up. I notice Kira's expression soften as he snatches the coin out of her hand.
Thank you, lady. Now I can make a wish.
Aww. Ask him what the wish is. Be careful what you wish for at the shrine. You do you. I'll tell him be careful what he wish for, because you know, you don't want nothing to, you don't wish for a dinosaur and then boy, that would be scary. Just make sure you don't wish for a rich, beautiful princess to fall out of the sky. A small chuckle escapes Kira. Aw, and we made her happy. You know what? This right here has to be the thumbnail because she is smiling, you guys. I love her little smile. When she quickly hides behind her hand, she turns away, covering her face. I guess she does have a sense of humor after all. When she looks my way again, she pretends like nothing happened. For some reason, that makes me smile. The little boy wrinkles his nose.
Ew, no way. Girls have cooties.
Oh. He races off as quickly as he arrived. I watched him pause by the offering box and drop in the coin before clapping his hands together. So, you have cooties?
Apparently.
A small smile teases her lip before she resumes her stoic expression. She watches the child squeeze his hands shut as he makes a wish. I'm surprised you gave him the coin.
It was a small gesture that made him really happy.
Aww. I can't help but smile. Kira does have a softer side to her, even if it's not readily apparent, which is true. It is really true. Like, it just makes me smile because she's so adorable. She has a soft side and stuff. This is waifu. This is perfect right here. Forgive me if I already read this, but I'm gonna reread it again because I had to stop recording for just a quick second. And I just burped, excuse me. I can't help but smile. Kira does have a softer side to her, even if she's not. Okay, yeah, I did read this already. Oops. Oh, that must be the little boy's name. A breathless woman runs after the boy. When she sees him by the offering box, she pauses, catching her breath. Spotting us, she hurries over.
I'm so very sorry for Koji. Please excuse him for disturbing you.
He was no trouble at all.
Oh, he really wasn't.
You're too kind, but I know he was rude. And I apologize again for that. He's still young and too excitable.
You see, this is the thing that I wish most parents would do. Every parent knows how their child is. So you know your child is bad. You know your child does silly stuff. You've probably caught him doing a few things on your own. If your child makes a mistake, apologize for him. Don't sit here and try to take your child's side because then he think he's right. Correct him and apologize for his actions because he's a kid, and make him apologize too. She calls out to her son.
Koji, come here. Let me give you a coin first, and then you can make a wish.
It's okay, Mama. The lady already gave me one.
Yeah, we gave him one. The mother turns back to Kira with wide eyes. Then she bows.
Thank you so much for helping him. Please, let me repay you.
Aww. She tries to slip the coin into Kira's hand, but Kira shakes her head, refusing to accept it.
It was my pleasure to help.
Please, this is the least I can do.
No, honey, he really wasn't no trouble at all. He's like 5. He doesn't bother nobody. He's not bothering anyone. The woman urges Kira to accept the coin, but she remains firm.
When I was his age, a kind stranger gave me a coin to make my first wish too. I'm grateful that I could pay it forward, and I'm sure your son will too one day.
Oh, and keep the loop of happiness going. You guys, make sure you're spreading love and positivity out there. The mother nods and her face softens into a smile as she puts the coin away.
You have a good heart. Thank you again. Please, let me know if there's any other way I could repay you.
She looks back at her son, smiling. Affection makes her eyes twinkle.
Koji loves coming to the shrine. I don't quite understand it myself, but I'll keep bringing him here if it makes him happy.
Do you mean you visit often? She nods. Okay,
More often than most.
Which is good, because she might be able to help us. I share a glance with Kira. If the lady visits the shrine often, maybe she'll know other people who hang around here too. Do you know of an older woman who also likes to visit the shrine? She has short gray hair and likes to encourage people to make wishes. She pauses, thinking.
Oh, maybe you're thinking of Miss Tanaka.
Miss Tanaka. Kira and I share a glance. Miss Tanaka?
Yes, I've seen her at the shrine pretty often. She reminds Koji to make a wish whenever she sees him. She always says it's the perfect opportunity for it.
So we have a lead, basically. My pulse quickens. Could this be the woman we've been searching for? Do you know if she's on the shrine? Was she at the shrine last Thursday?
She may have been. I think she's normally here on Mondays and Thursdays, but I'm not too certain of her schedule.
So that's definitely the person that we're looking for. She was here last Thursday. It must be her. That could be her. Thank you so much. She smiles.
I'm happy to help.
Mama, I'm done.
Oh, I'm so glad we got the information from her. Excuse me if my voice sounds different. Had to go do something. But I'm so glad we got the information from her. So now we can we have something to step forward to because everybody else gave us absolutely nothing. Koji waves at his mother.
Koji, don't move.
The woman thanks us. Excuse me, I had to burp. The woman thanks us again before hurrying after her son. I faintly hear her scolding him as she scoops him up in her arms. Hope makes my body feel light. Excitement bubbles within me as I turn to Kira. Miss Tanaka sounds like our best lead. She nods.
It sounds like she won't be back until Monday, though.
Yeah. Would you want to come back here with me on Monday?
Sure.
See, that was smooth. I'm so glad he asked her out. Jen, you are awesome. Great. We can head here after school. Kira nods again.
Now that we have a lead, I'm going to head out. It's getting late and there are a few things I need to do.
She's so adorable. She's definitely the wifey right now. Squinting, I glance at the setting sun. Orange and yellow blazes in the sky. I hadn't realized it's gotten so late. Thanks again for coming with me today.
I'm glad we were able to make some progress.
I like her little smile. Me too. We make our way out of the shrine together. When we reach the gate, we say our goodbyes and go our separate ways. Now that was really, really nice. Honestly, I'm happy that we got to spend time with Kira, but I'm not looking forward to spending time with Erlen. My mind is racing with thoughts of Miss Tanaka as I walk all the way home. When I arrive home, I see Erlen waiting for me in the living room. As soon as she spots me, she jumps up to her feet and rushes to my side.
Finally, you're home.
Oh God, what is it now? I'm taken aback by her sudden appearance. What's wrong? She digs me personal space, please. I'm not gonna be mean to her. What's wrong? Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Why? What's wrong?
I've been suffering for hours.
Suffering? This sounds serious. What happened?
What happened is that I have been starving.
You're home. Go in the kitchen. I blink. What?
There's no food.
I highly doubt that there is absolutely not a scrumptious more little crumb in the kitchen. There has got to be a tiny bit of food if you don't go in there and try to cook. What do you mean there's no food?
I mean, I checked the kitchen and there was no food.
That can't be possible. Aunt Emiko keeps the kitchen stocked. Did they bring everything to the bakery? Let's go take a look. I head into the kitchen. Erlen follows at my heels. The first thing I notice is the bread on the counter. Opening the fridge, I spot a useful staple of meat and vegetables. There's plenty of food here. Erlen points to the kitchen table.
No, it's empty.
I knew that it was just that she couldn't cook. I point to everything in the kitchen. Then what's all of this?
They're ingredients to make food, not food.
Then put those ingredients to use. She looks as if I suggested she eat her arm. There's bread, ham, and cheese. You could have easily made yourself a sandwich. Erlen stares blankly.
Make a sandwich?
Yes. She continues to stare at me. Considering her reaction to the sandwich we ate the other morning, I have a strong feeling I know the answer to the question I'm about to ask. Have you ever made a sandwich before?
Of course not.
Of course you didn't. It's easy. All you have to do is grab the bread. Make sure you add any condiments to it. Grab your filling, layer them on top.
Hold on.
What?
I'm hearing a whole lot of words coming from you, but don't understand how any of that will cure me of my famine.
This is why you're not waifu. I sigh, fighting back my frustration. If you would listen, then you'd know. She sighs and puts her hand on her hip. Finally. Like I was saying, all you need to do is put the condiments and filling between 2 slices of bread. That's it. Erin blinks slowly. Her expression remains flat. I'm not going to make her sandwich for her. You're going to learn today, though. I don't care if she really doesn't understand what I just said, or if she's just pretending. She's going to have to make a sandwich herself. No? You don't want to? I shrug. Guess you aren't that hungry after all. Her eyes widen.
I haven't eaten all day.
Well, I just told you how to make a sandwich. You should try making one. I cross my arms, remaining firm in my choice. She looks away and flicks her hair in response.
Yes, well, it sounds easy enough. If the simple common folk can do it, then I certainly can as well.
You know what, Erin? Oh, I can't stand you. Great. She looks awkwardly at the ingredients. Maybe she really does need more help than that. Well, I guess since she's never made a sandwich before, I guess I could help her. You know what? All this taco sandwiches is making me hungry too. I think I'll make one for myself.
Just as long as it doesn't interfere with my royal sandwich.
Oh my god, Erin, I can't stand you. She watches me closely as I grab the first slice of bread and put it on my plate. And she mirrors my movements. Erin continues to sneak glances my way, pretending as if I don't notice, but slow down so she can follow how I build my sandwich. As she starts to get the hang of things, I see a smile grow on her face. She watches me spread mayo on a slice of bread and looks curiously at the condiment. Ouch. I hit my arm. Dipping some on the spoon, she tastes it and her face lights up. I'm taking it she's never had mayo before. Okay. I personally don't like mayo. I mean, Miracle Whip is okay, but I don't really like actual mayo. After adding the slice of bread, she beams proudly at her creation.
See, it was simple, just as I expected. And look how magnificent it is.
Oh. She glances over at my sandwich.
Yours looks acceptable, but doesn't even compare to the sheer perfection that is mine.
Looks like just one part of, oh my god. Looks as just one part of it. The taste is more important. Erin smiles, becomes smug.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I know that mine will taste fantastic.
Oh yeah?
I made sure of it by adding a secret ingredient.
We added the same ingredients. What ingredient?
Mayonnaise.
I take it she likes mayo. I blink. That's not a secret. I added mayo too.
Yes, but only on one slice of bread. I added 2 layers of mayo on both slices of bread.
I mean, I know some people who actually do like a very moist sandwich, but
if having just a little mayo makes it delicious, then having extra mayo will make it extra delicious.
I mean, depends on how you like it. I don't think that's how it works. She flips her hair, her smug smile still in place.
I wouldn't expect a mere peasant like you to understand.
Well, I hope you like extra mayo. Full of confidence, she holds her sandwich and takes a bite. Immediately, she freezes. Her eyes widen and her smile drops. With great difficulty, she swallows a mouthful.
It's delicious.
I take it you're not a person that likes extra mayo, Erin? She forces down another bite. I admire your dedication. Delicious, huh?
Of course.
I watch on with amusement as she continues to make a show of eating the sandwich. It slows going, but she finally finishes it. That's some dedication just to prove a point. She straightens up a bit.
There was no point to prove. It was very delicious, just as I said it would be, and that's why I ate it all.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, for entirely unrelated reasons, I'm going to drink a glass of water.
She pours herself a glass and drowns it in one gulp. I said drowns it, but it said downs it. After a moment's pause, she pours herself a second glass and finished that too. Once we finish eating, Erilyn stretches in a wide yawn. You see, all you have to do is say the sandwich was gross and you needed help, Erilyn.
Oh my, well, I'm going to go and rest. I've had such a long day.
A long day of what?
I'm nearly starving to death. Trying to just survive takes so much energy.
Every day seems to be a long day for you. She glares at me, putting her hand on her hips.
It's not by choice, I assure you.
I smile in response. If you're ever stuck in a similar situation, at least you know how to make a sandwich. Her face melts into a proud smile.
Yes, all in a day's work.
Just make sure you leave the extra mayo out, because I guess she didn't really like that. She turns and leaves. Your plate? Pausing, she briefly glances at it and then flicks her wrist in dismissal.
Oh, yes, I'm done. You can take it away. Good
Erilyn.
night.
She gracefully exits the room. My gaze goes flat. Next time, I'll have to teach her how to do the dishes. I cleared the plates and cleaned up the kitchen before going upstairs. Mina is still out with her friends, and Aunt Imiko and Uncle Hajime are closing up the bakery. Taking advantage of the quiet, I get started on my homework. I work until I lose focus, then I browse the internet for a bit. When my eyes struggle to stay open, my eyes went down to struggle, and I said struggle. I get ready for bed. Before long, I am fast asleep. Oh my god, this music gives me warm, bubbly feelings in my tummy. The sun shines through the window, burning away the fog of sleep. Blinking open my eyes, I glance outside. For once, I have no obligations. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. Thank you guys so much for vibing with me. If you enjoyed yourself, make sure you leave a comment down below telling me what part did you enjoy. Like, subscribe, join the family, all that good stuff. We're here spreading love and positivity. I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.